Well, if you will recall, we tried to play a little bit of the follow up to the big fight at the top of the mountain. With technical problems interfering, we had a hard time. And so there were a couple of details that we did establish to sort of replay and review them. The two people who had been exposed to the wolf beings, whatever they were, um, two of them have been infected in some way, and they're having muscle spasms and are realizing that they are losing control of their bodies, their muscles in their bodies. It's not very severe yet, but uh, but you know something is wrong with you. You know you are sick in some way. And then another thing that we found was that the rock on the top was not just a rock, that it had a huge rune carved into it that was almost too big to perceive as a sign until you really examined it, and that it is the Chaos rune, the same rune that is part of the Cult of the Merciful Dawn, and it's a very powerful rune, of course. So it's enormous. I mean, it's really this whole rock is one great big chaos rune, effectively, because of the way that it is drawn or carved into it. Um, and I don't think we had any other very specific information that we managed to talk about. Um, we know that Skava's arm is very badly injured, and even if it is healed with magic, it's going to be, weak and have difficulty using it. Um, Strangely, I believe Zort was unwounded this time. I think, unless I'm
Yes, it
misremembering.
was.
Yeah.
No, he's unwounded.
Mhm. And as I also think I mentioned, the place where you threw your grenade at the sorcerer guy or whatever he was. Um, Although the rock is damaged in that place, and there are clear other signs of the explosion, it did happen. There is no body or body parts. So I believe that you are up there, um, tired, injured, disoriented, um, and night will be coming soon. That was my. Have I left anything out?
I don't want to spend the night up here.
Hmm.
I don't like this place. It reminds me of the ruins in the mountains. I wonder if it can be as old as them.
That is what I call, uh, and especially for you, because you are the only one who remembers the details of those ancient ruins. Um, it's a perfect opportunity for an intelligence roll, ×5.
68. I would have needed 60 or lower.
Oh no! This is this.
This is the effect of feeling sick.
Yes, I think so. But I agree. That makes a justification. I also want to say that the group's failed cult lore and intelligence rolls in several different points in the last 2 or 3 sessions have been highly significant failures. Um, so it's an interesting pattern of what is happening. or it has
Life
had
tends to
effects.
be that way.
Yes,
Life
it is.
tends to be that way. It's no game.
Yeah, we have a if this were a comic book, there would be little captions explaining to the reader what the characters are not getting. So, all right, let's have but that's more drama, of course, right? We know things the characters don't, or somebody knows. Okay, so let's have other concepts. Anyone else?
Do I know anything about the age of the rune?
I believe, didn't you guys do some of this already when you were just coming up to the place and looking at it?
Yeah, I succeeded in my role.
I think that at this point, sort of poking and investigating is going to be won't get you too much more information. As let's see, still the context is different. So let's go ahead, Sandra. I won't deny you a decent cult lord role. This is the sort of thing that is unknown, secret, isolated, and weird. So I think that's in your cult lore description.
15.
Ooh. Okay. It is very old. And one thing that you can tell, unlike some of the other places you have been, this is not the last piece of a larger structure. This is not a ruin. There are not ruins. This didn't used to be a tower or a fortress or anything like that. It is a very natural landscape, except for the modifications that you can see right here with the stairs and the rock. So it is very old, but this is the entire object, the entire structure. So that's one thing. So there's nothing else. There's no indication in your experience of these things, for example, for an interior. As if you could find like a door that would lead you down into the center or something like that. There's nothing like that. Or there's no external. It's not the kind of structure you are familiar with that would have anything like that.
Okay. Would this? Would I know from this if this is like a part of something else? Like, how sometimes in like, they have like this hill and have this rune, and then there's another hill somewhere with another rune. I know if it's a part of something like that.
As a matter of fact, that's a very, very good possibility. That this hilltop, kind of a hilltop structure of this kind, especially because you have already seen it be used to transport or to manifest beings. This could be something like a far out, like the farthest extent of the influence of some culture or group or power. That's because yes, the beacon system. I've actually mentioned the beacon system before in your own culture, that of calling people through these mountaintop signalings. That's already happened in your experience in the game. So this is very similar, but clearly it's not. It's not as though there's a community here that uses this thing. That's not the case.
Okay.
You can even look from where you are. You can look around too. You have a pretty good look at the entire region beneath you. So as long as you don't step in the wrong spot and go plummeting down the mountain, then you can look around and you can see that there is no human community or town or fortress or road or anything like that to come here.
Okay. How far can I see in the distance if I can see if maybe there might be something else like this further away?
Yeah, there's from your perspective, there is no such structure.
Okay. Then I would like to tell the group about this and ask Skava if she maybe could have a look beyond and see if she can see anything similar to this somewhere.
Now, when it's getting dark, I'm feeling crap. I don't want. Can we just leave this place for tonight? I want something more sheltered. I want something that feels safe. This feels as unsafe as it can get. I really don't like this place.
Hmm.
Please, we can get up here tomorrow when it's light.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm with you.
Sounds good enough.
We'll find shelter then.
Yes. Skava is grumpy and practical and is in no mood for all this scholarly investigation. Perfectly understandable.
Close to panic.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, who wants to talk to me about their trip? Are you looking for shelter in the area? Is what's happening.
Yes.
Okay. The best thing to do is a Cult of the Woodswoman roll. That would do. That's what that cult is for, in many ways. Would other characters like to do anything or participate in some kind of... the three of them are very civilized, Skava, in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, out here is kind of mostly Skava's territory.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. The majority of the world is Skava's territory, but
Oh no, I can't hear you, Helma.
Maybe yes. Maybe using a scan while she's investigating.
I can't find anything. I don't know what's happening with me.
Oh, so did you find a roll?
83.
Okay.
83.
Oh, bummer. Okay. Well, all right. Well, so it's turning into a cold and difficult night, and
For sure.
And so, interesting. That's sort of an interesting point. Okay, it's turning into a cold and difficult night. It's turning into the situation where you might be better off continuing to move in order to stay warm. It might be it's difficult to tell. You know that this is a dangerous wilderness, and it's if you can't find a very good defensible spot, then it's going to be pretty hard. So let's see. Oh goodness. Okay, one moment. Sorry. Hey, Cecilia.
Hi, I'm out back watering.
Okay, that's good because I'm in here on a call right now, okay? Being recorded.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'll see you when you come in. Or a little
Thank
bit
you.
later, okay? Bye.
Bye.
There. Okay. Well, that's all very grim, and I think that I'm trying to think about luck now. This is sort of a last resort in terms of who might come upon you and why. Can I have a power times 5 roll from all of you?
Any power we have regained, how many hours have passed since we fought?
Actually, it's you're not going to be at full power, but this one is based on your full power score.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, your luck is just your luck, I think.
27, and my power is 13.
Right. That's going to be pretty good.
9.
Yeah, well, there you are.
44
All right.
with a
Everybody's
total
being
power of
lucky.
9.
How about you, Miko?
14.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my power bow.
That's fine. There's no way you would have missed it with,
Nah.
with that.
I do have a power. It was ×5, right?
Correct.
That's a very close clear then,
Okay.
with a 44.